Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Indeed, good morning to you and welcome to today. Today is Friday, the 24th of January, 2025. I'm Pearson Bowen. Welcome one, welcome all to the little ones who are already up and preparing for school. Good to see you. Good to see the smile on your face and the excitement because today is Friday and because you're heading off to school and because you'll see your friends, but most of all because you'll see your teacher. So good morning to all of you as well. If you're online, continue watching and following. Remember our social media handles, they're right there on your screen. You can find us on Facebook, Mornin Barbados, and if you're on YouTube watching at the moment, good morning. Now there is snow somewhere in the world and some usual patterns in snow really because it's moving, drifting further south in the United States. And so yesterday we would have been speaking with Kitts Cadet of Georgia and they're getting snow, which is unusual. They're getting snow in Florida, unusual. We saw some clips of snow in Jamaica. Wow. Maybe it'll reach us in my lifetime. You never know. But good to have you. Welcome to Friday. Couple birthdays I want to tell you about. One, I did tell you at the beginning of the month of three babies born in Hope Road, St. Lucie in the month of January in that year. So we've had Michelle, then you've had me, and now today's the turn of the hard dearest of us all, Kathy Joseph. Catherine Joseph, good morning to you of River Bay, St. Lucie. Happy birthday to you indeed. She's a good girl. We've all remained friends all of our lives, and that is fantastic. So good morning to you, Kathy. Have a beautiful today as you enjoy your birthday. You know I'm going to give you trouble a little later on, so expect it. Don't expect anything less. And then today is also the birthday of the Reverend Philonise Sannon. She is the one with pastoral care of the Hawthorne Memorial Methodist Church. She's a part of the James Street Spoutstown Circuit. She is just an awesome lady. You see her faith lived out in everything she does and in everything she says. She gives you some of the warmest hugs as well. That's what she does after church on a Sunday. So good morning to you, Reverend Sannon. Happy birthday to you as well. I know you thought I'd forgotten, right? I did not indeed, but I will hope you have a lovely day today. And speaking of today, I have a question for you. Early o'clock, simple Simon question. When you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? Seriously, call me now, 228-5562 or 228-5563. When you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? All of us, and I mean all of us, had a dream of being a particular something, whether it's a policeman, fireman, teacher, broadcaster, even, all of that. So what was your dream? What did you want to be as a child to be when you grew up? Call me now. 228-5562 or 228-5563. I'll wait on your call. Now, coming up today on Morning Barbados, there is a song that brings two outstanding soca artists together, Double M and SK. I'll leave that to you to figure out who I'm talking about. It is a sweet song. Can't wait to share that with you this morning, as well as Carnival continues to heat up in Trinidad and Tobago. The JCI Barbados has a new president and a new executive, but do they have a new mandate? And what is that new mandate? What are their plans for 2025? They'll join us in a little while to talk about that and a whole lot more. Cricket continues to be a part of our bloodline. And so with the Barbados Pride engaging in the four-day championship, we want to hear what to expect. The team has been announced, who's on the team, and what and how can we support our team as well. But let me take a call before I continue telling what else is coming up. Good morning. Hello.
Hi, yes, good morning, Pearson. How are you this morning?
I am doing so well because it's Friday. How do you do?
I am doing pretty okay as well.
Oh, wonderful to hear. Give us the first name and the parish you're watching from.
St. Philip.
St. Philip, and the first name is?
Joanne.
Joanne.
Mm-hmm.
Joanne, good to meet you. So Joanne, as a little girl, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Actually, I wanted to be an air hostess.
You serious? Why?
I'm serious because I felt as though I would make a good air hostess. I had the look, and I felt that was for me.
I like
and I like to see the air hostesses.
I like your response because you had the look and you thought this was perfect for you.
Yes,
so you
please.
want, and it had nothing to do with flying the skies and flying to different destinations.
Well, eventually, yes, but yes.
So it's all of that. And did you ever do anything to achieve that little dream of Joanne as a little girl?
I actually had an interview. I actually did have an interview when I finished school, but that didn't come to fruition.
So take that off, right?
That off, and not that I minded at all, because, over the years, to see, how the industry went, that I didn't mind.
Yes. I know what you mean. I wanted also to be in the airline industry. You remember they had an airline called Eastern Airline?
Yes.
That's where I applied.
Oh.
They may take me on either. So I understand how you felt. But Joanne, thank you so much for calling. Have a great day. Oh, by the way, do you have any children?
No, I don't.
Oh, because I would wanted to hear what were their dreams of wanting to be, but that's all right.
Yes,
Better
please.
luck next time, Joanne. Thank you.
Thank you. My years are gone for that, so thank you.
Have a good day. All right. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Call me. Let me know, like Joanne, what it is that you wanted to you dreamt to be as a child, as your profession. Good morning. Hello.
Peace be unto you and yours.
And you too, Gail.
Filled weekend to you. I wanted to be a nurse because
a nurse?
My cousin, my great aunt raised me, and she raised the family children, and she used to look after me. Then she left and went to England to do nursing. So
you naturally thought you wanted to be like her?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Can you handle blood?
Yeah, but I don't like injections. I don't like to see people getting injections neither. But I am still in that caring mood of caring for people and loving and caring too. So
very good, very good.
Pearson, look in your phone, please. I sent you something, please.
I can't do that while I'm doing this.
Oh, well, you should have looked at it. I sent you yesterday or the day before.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Gail. Have a good today.
Bye-bye.
228. My production crew tell me get ball out. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Now, don't forget, also coming up today, Family Fest 2025. It's a really good initiative. We want to reintroduce you to it if you've forgotten, but we also want to tell you what's on the agenda for Family Fest 2025. Also on this Fresh Friday, we'll meet a young Trinidadian artist who has also some great music. She'll join us today to talk about her time and her journey and the whole caboodle. And the Joseph Payne Memorial Classic starts today at the Coleridge and Parry School. You going? Are you going tomorrow as well? We'll tell you what to expect just ahead right there. But before we get to more things, let me tell you about this combination of two outstanding regional artists, Double M, Machel Montano, SK Skinny Fabulous. You know Mr. Blood had a song called Certified Fetters? They have a song called Fallen Fetters. So let's take a look and enjoy.
For friend and them Ghana, but not for Gatana. Them never get the chance to fit to jump in the band. We used to drink and get tana, like some hooligans. Me wish me coulda go back, but the memories live on. So if you're in this session, every man and woman, if you have a drinking and pour one for your gun, just raise up your glass, point it to the sky, make a toast to your fallen friends. Legends never die. This one for the fallen friends. Put your hand up to the sky. a line, jamming gal and taking a wine. Yeah, 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 yeah. We used to misbehave and act wild, then we leave the fed with a smile. Watch a movie all of the time, yeah. Lift up your cups, don't be ashamed. If you have a lighter, rise it, ignite the flame. This one is for my friend, them who never made it here. So if you love your friends, put up your cups in the air. Put them up, lighters, put them up, torch, put them up, lighters, put them up, scotch, put them up. Everybody put them up so they can see. This one for the fallen veterans. Hey, say, yeah, yeah, yeah. This one for all the veterans. Come let me vets, yeah. So put your hand up to the sky. The spirits of free fly, yeah. Legends never die. Your hands to the sky. The spirits of free fly, yeah. Legends never die. Jump up with your friends before they gone, gone, gone. Mash up the jam, jam, jam. Celebrate your friends before they gone, gone, gone. Mash up the jam, jam, jam. Celebrate your friends before they gone. With your friends, celebrate. Jump up with your friends, celebrate. Jump with your friends, celebrate your friends. Jump up with your friends, celebrate. Jump up with your friends, celebrate. Jump with your friends, celebrate your friends before they gone, gone, gone. Jump up with your friends, mash up the jam, jam, jam. Celebrate your friends before they gone, gone, gone. Jump up with your friends, mash up the jam, jam, jam. Celebrate your friends before they gone.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
14 minutes now after 6 o'clock. One other birthday celebrant today is Lennox Hunt. He's overseas in the North America. Lennox, good morning to you, Mummy Norma and me and all the rest of the family, including your sisters. We wish you well today as we continue to celebrate your birthday. Do it well. Cook up a storm and enjoy your today in the midst of the cold. But Lennox, good morning and happy birthday to you indeed. Now let's turn our attention to JCI Barbados. As I told you at the top, they have a new president, a new executive. Is it a new mandate? We're joined this morning by the new president, Sheldon Marshall, and with him is the Vice President Rochelle Warren Cox. Good morning, both of you.
Good morning.
These two young people here coming dressed so executive, and I'm feeling so underdressed this morning. First of all, Sheldon, congratulations.
Thank you.
What does it mean for you now to be the president of JCI Barbados?
Well, it is an opportunity for me to serve. And actually, that is our theme for the 2025, an opportunity to serve. The idea is that as young people within the organization, this is an opportunity for us to lead and to serve our country as well as the organization, but it's also an invitation, a call to action for Barbados and other young people in other youth organizations, for them as well to step up and say, you know, this is an opportunity for me to serve. I want to serve.
Tell me about JCI Barbados. You know, it's an acronym, but what does that represent?
Yes, it represents Junior Chamber International Barbados, and this organization based focused on youth between 18 and 40, where we develop leadership skills as young professionals working and living within Barbados. The idea is, well, at least with JCI Barbados, but within Barbados as we impact the communities in which we serve.
And so you serve Barbados alone, or do you also serve on a regional body?
So JCI Barbados is local, is a local organization. However, there are different tiers to the organization. So above Barbados, JCI Barbados is JCI West and East, where there are a number of Caribbean countries that sit under that body. And then above that, it goes to JCI America, and there are other areas as well, and then it goes to international.
So as president of JCI Barbados, you naturally will sit on the JCI regional board?
Yes, that is correct.
Right. Rochelle, are you there too, on that regional board?
Currently, I will fill in on his behalf if he's not there, but I sit on the JCI Barbados board right now.
Then what does it mean to you as well to serve as vice president of JCI Barbados?
Well, for me, as he said, the opportunity to serve was one of the things that drew me to the organization. I wanted opportunity wherein during your free time, you have time to give back. You have all of these initiatives, whether it's helping children with math, whether it's cleaning up a school. It gives you time to step out of your normal 9 to 5, your normal break, and you can give an impact back to the island, back to the country, back to the region.
So how do you go about sourcing members? Is it that I have to be a young professional to be a part of JCI Barbados, or it could be anyone?
Once you're between the ages of 18
That's
to 40.
the only criteria?
Only criteria. We are here to develop professionals, so you don't have to be a young professional per se. We have persons offer various cross sections of life. Everyone has their own skill in which they can give back. So you go to jcibarbados.com, you can reach out to us, and you can become a member of the organization.
Sheldon, is there anything that me can sit and say, that's something that JCI Barbados did? Is there anything I can look at outside of what we hear from you that we can identify as that's an initiative of JCI Barbados?
Well, okay, so as it stands right now, currently we have the Mathematics program. I think a couple weeks ago we had the chairperson, Dr. Deborah Rowe, on Mornin Barbados presenting on the project, and that is a big project. This year it has been blowing up, right? But that is in recent times. However, in times gone by, JCI Barbados was actually, well, back then it was called the JCs, the Barbados JCs, yes. So we would have been responsible for, well, contribution towards the building of the National Stadium. A large portion of that actually came from funds that we would have raised from years gone by. And then also, when I did research, I also found out that JCI Barbados, we would have restarted the crop over as we know. So back when they had the carnival back at Kensington, that is what kick-started, because they had stopped at one point.
Yes.
So we kick-started again with a concert that we had, well, not concert, but a festival that we had at Kensington, and that kick-started the thing. So that is known, just that years have passed, so I don't know, a lot of people might have, well, a lot of younger people would know that, but that's something that we would have had a very, very major impact.
Now, with that legacy, it puts a lot of pressure on you and your executive. There's a lot to do.
Yeah, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. As Rochelle just mentioned, as I had said before, the idea is that we are here to serve the young people within Barbados, as well as the organization. But the idea is that we want to equip young people, as I said, to serve. Last night I was driving home. Last night I was thinking about, what makes JCI Barbados different to other youth organizations, because we all are fighting for the same people, essentially, the same market in terms of membership. But when I thought about it, the idea is that JCI Barbados is actually equivalent to a gym. Whereas, so if you really think about it, if we have all the youth organizations being persons participating in sports. So you got swimmers, you got basketball players, you got footballers, whatever the case may be. The idea is that they participate in those activities. However, all of them need to strengthen themselves. They need to increase their fitness and what's not. The idea is that the gym is the place to come to develop those skills. And JCI Barbados we're saying that this is the space. Even though if you are part of UE, organization at UE, a club or any other organization, Rotary Club, whatever the case may be, the idea is that we're saying to you, as young individuals between 18 and 40, we're saying to you, come to JCI Barbados, be a member of JCI Barbados, because even though you're a part of that and those organizations have their own mandate, we're saying to you, come to JCI Barbados to develop your leadership skills, because the truth is, to serve, so JCI Barbados, the idea is, we say is that we focus on learning, we focus on leading, and we focus on serving. Come to us, we will allow you and train you and help you to develop your leadership skills so that you can then advance whatever aspects that you might have in the other organizations. Because the truth is, you can do both. Because as I said, I saw it as a gym. You come to get fit, to get strong, and then you go and serve in your organization. That's the way I see it.
You come to be leadership ready.
Yeah.
So Rochelle, when I come to this JCI gym,
yes.
in quotations, what are some of the programs then that you do to help me develop all that I need to develop to be the best and most effective leader?
Yeah. So to be a leader, you need to have effective communication skills. You have even debating skills, public speaking skills, the way in which you carry out projects, the way in which you execute projects. So all of these are different programs that we carry out, that we do training throughout the year to help persons get comfortable in speaking in front of persons and explaining exactly what they're about to execute throughout the year. So yeah, so those are the programs that we do.
So if that's the mandate that you have and the vision that you have for the organization JCI Barbados, what do you have planned for the rest of this year so that our young people who are watching could see themselves being a part of JCI Barbados, whether they're in their different groups, they can now also come to JCI Barbados and strengthen their leadership skills? Okay,
to answer that question, I'm going to say that the idea is that this year we wanted to be focusing this year on partnerships, right? Because as you would have highlighted the fact that people might not necessarily know JCS as it stands now. So the idea is that we're trying to build our membership, one, and we're also trying to seek partnerships with also corporate Barbados. Because the truth is, what we do requires resources, human resources in terms of the other youth in the other organizations, but also capital, because so many projects, obviously, a lot of projects obviously require funding for us to execute, because to have impact, the truth is, we do need the money. And we do need money. So, but the idea is the idea is that we're focusing on partnerships specifically because the idea is that we want to spread our reach, because for this year, we were trying to build membership, but we're also trying to build visibility as well, so that we can have persons understand what we do. As Rachel mentioned, we do a lot of training throughout the year, but it allows us to be in a position to for persons to see what we're doing, to see, because visibility is very important, to see what we're doing, but then for us to then show them, so not only for them to see, but also for them to come and participate, for them to understand what it really means. Because the truth is, as I said, learning is part of it. As we're leading, we're actually learning. So for me as well, even as the new president for 2025, I'm coming into the position now, and as I'm here, I'm tasked to learn new things as I'm here, as I continue to lead. So for example, a partnership that we're having just this afternoon, UE STAT, the Vice Chancellor's Ambassador Program at UE. We're going to go to them to facilitate a training for them on professional development at UE as part of the Founders Day celebrations. Because the idea is that we understand we have an opportunity to give to them and to allow them to, to shape themselves, for themselves to lead. So we're trying to make sure we engage, as I said, all other youth organizations as well as corporate Barbados to allow them to work with us as we impact. Because similarly, so the Mathematics program, as I said, that program, it is a tremendous program. It has a major impact in terms of what is happening within our young people at the common interest level in terms of math. And the support we've had from corporate Barbados, from Massey Foundation, has been tremendous. But that is only one project. We have other projects. For example, we have the Barbados Leadership Academy that you're going to hear more about it later down the year, right? But as Rochelle mentioned, we're going to do effective communication. We're going to do a lot of trainings within that project, and that project is going to be a 2-day workshop for these, as I said, between 18 to 40, where you come and you develop your skills. But even that is going to be a massive undertaking. So corporate Barbados, if you see where JCI Barbados in terms of this leadership, the impact we want to have within the youth in the country, if you see where that aligns with your corporate identity, where it aligns with the impact that you want to have in the country, reach out to us. Reach out to JCI Barbados, because we want to impact Barbados, but we need support from corporate Barbados, but we also need support from other youth organizations.
Rochelle, within all of this, there's a factor of time.
Yes.
And when you're 18 to 40, you may feel as though you have a lot of time, but you also think you have a lot of time for other things. So let's talk about managing time within all of this. How time-consuming is it to be a member of the JCI Barbados, one, and especially with your programs to develop their skills in being leaders?
I would say when something is important to you, you find time to make it work. And when you realize, like for me, when I first joined JCI Barbados, the first project I was actually on was mathematics, and that happens every Saturday. And there's a difference when you're excited, you can see these kids are learning. And then there's the projects when we're cleaning up. When something is important, you find the time to get it done. And then you're not alone. One is a board, then there's an entire JCI Barbados organization that they find time to support you. They find time to make sure you're doing okay, make sure you're ready, make sure you're set. But again, once it's important, you get it to fit in. You figure out how you fit it in.
So how do you go about, okay, there's a membership drive.
Yes.
What now? Knowing there's a membership drive, now what do I do to be a member?
Reach out to JCI Barbados. And how? So you can send us an email via info@jcibarbados.com or reach us on social media. So Instagram, Facebook, JCI Barbados. So that's JCI Barbados. And you can find us on Instagram and Facebook. You can reach out to us and just let us know. Ask us, how can I get involved? And we will let you know 100%.
Whether you want to be a member or a supporter.
Supporter, correct.
Of JCI Barbados.
Correct.
Because money makes the mayor fly, as the old people used to say. So it's right on your screen, some of the handles you can go see. And when you get onto their socials, that's what you see. You see people talking about how they have engaged with JCI Barbados and how it has worked for them. But you also see how you can contact them to be a member or a supporter of JCI Barbados. Are you excited about this year?
Yes, I am. 100%. 100%. 100%.
It's a lot of work.
No, it's a lot of work for sure, but last time, as I said when I was driving home last night, I realized January is already finished. January is already finished,
Yes.
so it is a lot of work, but we've gone through 1 month so far. So far so good.
And so far so good as well,
Yeah,
Rochelle?
so far so good. Looking forward to
also
it.
prepared for the long haul?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. When you make the oath to be on the board, you understand the mandate that you carry, you understand what you're required to do, and I'm ready, President.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. I know I'm being told something in my ear, but I can't hear it too clearly. There's something you have planned today, and that's the thing at the UWI.
Yes.
So that's the one that we mentioned a little earlier about the UWI. So can I, as a member of the ordinary public, come to that, or is that just for the students at the UWI?
Okay, so that particular project, that the president of the UWI staff would have reached out to JCI Barbados and asked us to facilitate this training because, again, partnership, and because they recognize the fact that JCI Barbados presents and offers an opportunity for us to train leaders. So they reached out to us and asked them, as part of their program, in their own development for their membership, which is about 75 members, the cohort. He indicated that he wanted us to assist. However, the question you asked is specifically in terms of can the regular public. I know it is for their membership. That is as much as I know, because they've asked us just to facilitate.
Right. So for any other organization who want to have a taste of what JCI is, can they also contact you and say, come talk to my young people as well? Let's see if we can help recruit from them for you.
Yes. So within JCI at large, the idea is that we have a lot of trainings that we do ourselves, and then we also execute. So because we execute these trainings, again, because we're trying to impact Barbados, the reality is that we can come to you and we can facilitate training for you, because the idea is that we want to have strong leaders across Barbados. If we can have all the young people in Barbados become strong leaders, we have a Barbados as we want to look forward to for years to come, for sure.
All right. So again, remind us how to contact you and to find you.
Okay, so info@jcibarbados.com or JCI Barbados on Facebook and Instagram.
info@jcibarbados.com. info@jcibarbados.com. Send an email and let them take it from there. Or go onto their socials and see from there the links you can click to take you there as well. It's a big year. It's an exciting year. And it's going to be fantastic. I know that the two of you have the energy to drive it through the gym doors and to get us all over there, becoming better citizens and stronger young people.
Yes.
The cohort is 18 to 40.
Yes.
And if you find yourself somewhere within that spectrum, it's for you. So contact info@jcibarbados.com and get involved. If you are an organization and you're looking for support and you're looking to support, you can also send them an email. One of our viewers online is saying that she, Patricia Ben, was a member of JCI Barbados before leaving for England. So she is proud to say that she was a part of who you guys are.
Yep.
And so thank you, Patricia. There's another one that says, well done, JCI Barbados, Judel Chamber of Commerce International Barbados. Karen is saying congratulations and well done to each of you as well, and the work that you continue to do. So clearly our audience is engaging on social media about what we've been talking about.
Yes.
We know what it to transfer into real action, right?
Yes, for sure.
Membership and support financially and otherwise as well.
For sure.
So do check out JCI Barbados today and make it a part of your initiatives going forward. Sheldon Marshall and Rochelle Warren Cox, President and Vice President, respectively, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We wish you a most successful 2025.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, before we go, I have to ask them the question. You thought I had forgotten, right?
I did.
I did.
So what was it what you dreamt of being as a child?
Okay, so I thought about it, and I don't know how young, but I know at one point I wanted to be a forensic scientist. That is what a forensic scientist. Yes.
You serious?
Yes. CSI was always on TV, and every time I saw it, I was like, Mommy, that's what I want to do. So that is why I had my money. But as I said, I don't know how young it was, but I know for sure that was on the cards for what I wanted to do. So that is it.
Yes. Oh boy.
Yes.
My is an essay in that essays.
Talk to me, Rochelle.
I just wanted to be a chef. I like food, and I wanted to be able to cook everything, bake everything. Simple.
Have you realized that dream?
No. I deal with Excels and numbers every day.
What a contrast
Yes.
indeed. All right. Thank you very much for joining us, and I wish you well.
Thank you.
We're coming back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
We enjoy a game with Domino's and singing karaoke.
I just love cruise.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
24 minutes now to go to 7 o'clock as we turn our attention to the upcoming Battle of the Islands. I'll just leave it right there. If you heard that, what crosses your mind? I know you're probably thinking the cultural landscape, right? I'm not talking soca. I'm not talking anything else but track and field. Battle of the Islands, the Joseph Payne Memorial Classic. And joining me is Charles Walcott, who is the man, the magic, the energy behind the Joseph Payne Memorial Classic. With him is Shari Cumberbatch, who is, I know you're involved in sport, you're also involved in supplements and all those kinds of things. Yeah. And they've actually brought along an athlete from St. Lucia, Levan Jean-Baptiste. Good morning, Levan.
Good morning.
Welcome to Barbados.
Thanks.
You're not scared, are you?
No, not really.
You're just prepared to take to the track and do some work, right?
Yeah.
You think you're going to win?
Yes.
Making sport. Do you know what we have here?
No.
Does it matter what we have here?
No.
You're still going to win?
Yeah.
What makes you so confident?
I just know what I'm capable of.
What are you capable of?
A lot.
So what disciplines are you most involved in?
The 100 and 200 meters.
So those shorter distances?
Yeah.
Just like me? 100 and 200. What's your best time at 100?
10.83, yeah. 10.83.
10.83?
Yeah.
You're ready for the Olympics. Oh my word. So, and 200?
21.81.
I have never run those kinds of time in my life. I was always in the higher numbers. But welcome to Barbados. It's good. I want to hear some more from you in just a moment. Charles, are we ready? It starts today.
Yes, correct. So we are ready to do battle. So we're going to start the Court Party School this evening at 6 o'clock. We're going to have an opening ceremony. And we're going to get on with some field event action, with the javelin, discus events, all age categories. So Barbadians, come out, bring a little picnic basket and so on, and cheer on our athletes as they participate.
It is going to be really good. Yeah. So it's under the lights.
Correct.
So it's going to have that nice, warm, fuzzy feeling. But you're also seeing some exciting work from our young athletes at the throwing of the javelin and the other disciplines. Yes. How many disciplines? Just the two?
Just those two for tonight. But then tomorrow we have the full track and field program. The 100s, 200s, 4s. We have field events as well. And we have the mixed relays. And everybody's looking forward to the mixed relays. So that's going to be very exciting.
And so this evening, I really want everybody to come. And it's a free event today.
Yes, it's free to the public
Absolutely
today.
Free.
Absolutely free.
From 6 o'clock in the evening at the Coleridge and Parry School. That's where you have to be to witness these. And with all of the islands that you've invited participating in this event?
Yes, they have a discus thrower from St. Vincent. From St. Lucia, they have a shot putter. They will compete on Saturday. So we have a mix of the three in there for this evening, but you will get more of it tomorrow at the Usain Bolt Sports Complex at 5 o'clock.
So it's only three islands? Barbados, St. Vincent and St. Lucia?
Yeah, and then all the clubs and schools from
Barbados. And the clubs and schools. Well, we can win. Yeah. That's a no-brainer, right, Shari?
For sure.
So I can just give you a little rundown of who you will see participating. So we have the Darrell Jordan School, the Alling School, Coleridge and Parry, the Lodge School, Pacers Track Club, Rising Stars, BC Track, Elite Distance, Talons, Extreme Velocity, Excel Track Club, Barbados, UWA Blackbirds, Blaze Track Club, Performers Track Club, and we have the Abilene Wildcats Track and Field Athletics Club from St. Lucia. We have the St. Vincent Grammar School, they're participating as well, and Excel Track Club from St. Vincent as well. So, packed program, mixture of schools, clubs, and so on. Yes. Serious action.
So serious that maybe out of this we could see some qualifiers for Carifta.
Yes, please. I'm pretty confident that we will have some qualifiers. We already had qualifiers for the Carifta Games, so those athletes, they're looking to come back out and repeat, especially in the field events. So we are driving the field event side to give them prominence and so on, but the track action will be serious. It'll be
and that's why you got to be there at CP tonight, because you're going to see some of those who've already qualified for Carifta competing strongly against that contingent coming from St. Vincent and from St. Lucia.
Correct.
And may the best man or woman win. So Shari, let's talk about getting ready for this, because tomorrow, on Saturday then, we're going to the Usain Bolt complex.
Yes.
We assume we're all right. And so, because I had a good night's rest, that's all, but hydration is going to be important.
Yes, hydration is key, and we at Pharmacy Sales, we're the distributors of Pedialyte, but specifically Pedialyte Sport for the Joseph Payne Memorial Classic. As our people might not know, but Pedialyte is a superior hydration solution for not just athletes, but active individuals, and hydration is very important. So it helps with giving persons electrolytes, hydration, and to support their performance and recovery. So we'll have a hydration zone there for the athletes, and we're just looking forward to hydrating them to the best of their abilities.
So it's important to hydrate. I mean, if you have need of hydration, Pedialyte will be there for you tomorrow.
Yes, Pedialyte 5 key, electrolytes, muscle support, yes. So it's a very good hydration product. I
discovered Pedialyte because one of my godchildren had a challenge with hydration. And that's how I first found out about Pedialyte.
Yes.
And I'm not going to say that, but nonetheless, it worked. It really worked.
I try to let people know it's not just for children, because people have the conception that Pedialyte is just for children, but it's hydration for all. For anyone. So like, as I said, it puts back the electrolytes into your bodies, keeps you hydrated, helps with performance, and yes.
And that's good, because oftentimes we think drinking water is just it. But that's not all
you would need. You need
hydration.
The extra electrolytes to help you just keep hydrated and continue with your performance and recovery.
So as bigger people, we think we just sip on some water. I've done my hydration for the day. No, you have not. So Pedialyte can help you when you're missing on your hydration.
Yes.
Pedialyte can really help to
give you that extra boost. Yes, for sure. So
Levan.
Yes.
This man is so serious. It's something else. Are you a part of a club, or you're a school athlete as well?
Yeah, I'm a part of a club, the Abilene Athletics.
Okay, and in terms of getting yourself fit and ready for this Battle of the Islands, what have you been doing in preparation?
A lot. I've been training, gymming. All throughout Christmas I was gymming, so yeah, pretty ready.
You really take this seriously?
Yeah. You're
convinced that you are the next Usain Bolt?
Not the next Usain Bolt, but I'll be Levan Baptiste, not Usain Bolt.
Yeah, and the difference is that you have hills and mountains and valleys that we don't have.
Right.
How much of that is a part of your preparation for and building your muscle and strength for competition?
Well, I don't use it as much, but like when I was at the sports academy, they would make us run up hills and do all kind of road training. So, but not anymore, because I already graduated. Yeah.
And have you had a chance to psych out any of the other countries?
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment.
That is the name we got to watch, because we have Julian Alfred, who is from St. Lucia, who's done amazing work at the Olympics, and so St. Lucia is now coming with Levan, so we're looking forward to your outstanding performances this weekend. So Charles, we're ready. This evening at 6 o'clock, Coleridge and Parry School for the field events, and then tomorrow we're heading to the Usain Bolt complex. Talk us up about the time and entrance fees and so forth.
Right, so we start at 4 o'clock. The entrance fee is $20, so we encourage Barbados to go out and get your tickets. I shop Sheraton, Sol Warren's, and Port Sky Mall. We have a packed program of events. We're going to start off with the 400s and so on. We have the 5K at 5 o'clock. We have bid collection for the 5K competitors at Sky Mall today between 1 and 7. So 5K competitors, you can go and collect your bid members and make your registration fees and so on there. So we're looking forward to exciting competition. This is our 15th anniversary. It's the first time we've hosted the Joseph Payne as a full track and field event since 2020. And I'm excited that we have close to 600 athletes registered to participate.
Wow.
So we're gonna, so Barbados come out, we have a lot of energy. We need you to cheer on these athletes. They need that energy to get these performances for CRIFTA and beyond.
This is a massive, massive undertaking, and so we're looking forward to this massive, massive turnout for these massive, massive competitors to do their massive, massive things. So it's going to be massive, in other words, today and tomorrow. And so, Sherry, would you have enough Pedialyte? Because I know...
Yes, for sure. And I would like to say that it's important. We are happy to sponsor and support the Joseph Payne Memorial Classic, because they're all about fostering and nurturing young athletes. We would have come on board with them last year for their field event classic, and we're excited to support them again this weekend.
Nice indeed. Quickly, Charles, as a child growing up, what did you dream to be? Quickly.
Well, I always thought of being an elite athlete, and I started that journey, but in the middle of that journey, I had a car accident.
Oh dear.
And I had my arm broken, and that was the end of that dream.
Right.
But I think, I was thinking recently of my call, and I think that I am, in terms of providing technical support and
which is what you're doing now. So you're living that dream.
Yeah.
Shari, what about you quickly as a child?
Funny enough, a chef. I wanted to be a chef at one point. I could hold my own in the kitchen for myself, but not for not for mass production.
Sure. By the way, she went to school at Coleridge in Paris, so it's good to see you again, my colleague.
Good to see you as well.
And Levan, what about you as a boy growing up? What did you want to be?
I just wanted to run, and I'm still doing it.
Nice.
I like running.
Your dreams.
Yeah. I really got to come and see you tomorrow, for real. Thank you all, and I wish you all the best indeed. Charles, Shari, and Levan. I want all of you to really support the Joseph Payne Memorial Classic. It's going to be the Battle of the Islands, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, and Barbados. We're going in support of each of the athletes who are competing tonight at Coleridge and Paris School. Begins at 6, and tomorrow from 4 at the Usain Bolt Complex. Tomorrow, you need to enter with $20. Go to the box offices and get your ticket early. Thank you and all the best.
Yeah.
We're coming back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it. Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right, 10 minutes now to go to the hour of 7 o'clock as we turn our attention to the life that we live, cricket. I mean, every single Caribbean person lives cricket, and particularly every single Barbadian lives cricket as well, especially when it comes to the Barbados Pride cricket team. Stephen Leslie is the Manager of Marketing and Communications with the Barbados Cricket Association. He joins us now as we zero in on those upcoming matches and what we can expect from the squad and so forth. Stephen, good morning.
Good morning, Pearson. It's first I've seen you, so all the best for 2025.
Same thing here, you too, my friend. So let's talk about the team and its readiness and the series and so forth. Well, let's start first of all with the series. This is the 4-day championship, and Barbados has always done well in this championship. Are you expecting the same?
Yes, this squad has been in preparation now for just the last maybe 2 months, and the 4-day competition is one which Barbados has won more than 26 times. I think we are at the forefront of being, producing West Indies cricketers. But this tournament, we've done quite well. So the squad right now is really in the last couple of days of preparation. Go off to the Guyana Providence Stadium for the first match on the 29th of January. That 4-day game up against the current champions, which is going to be a very epic event, because when you get Barbados versus Guyana, whether it's played here at Kensington or in Providence, you've got a large following. So we're really looking forward to that game, and that squad has been really well drilled, and we want to really put up a great showing for 2025.
It's a 4-day game, so folks, they're pacing themselves a little differently. I know we've gotten so accustomed to T20s, but no, it's a 4-day game. I want you to know, who's in the squad?
Yes, so the squad is Raymond Reefer, Kevin Wickham, Linico Boucher, Jonathan Drakes, Matthew Ford, Shem Holder, Shamar Holder, Matthew Jones, Javid Leacock, Jair McAllister, Zachary McCaskey, Demetrius Richards, and Ramon Simmons. The management unit will be led by Vasper Drakes as head coach. Ryan Hines will be his assistant. We've got Colin Bowen as manager, Dr. Jackie King as physiotherapist, Alexander Ford as strength and conditioning, and Jamar Lane as the analyst. One of the beautiful things about this squad is that it's a mixture of youth and experience, and you would have heard of a few names of individuals like Raymond Reefer, who's had international experience in the West Indies, but then the upcoming talent like Kevin Wickham, who's one of the brightest stars on the circuit at the moment. So we do expect a really good showing by this squad, and looking forward to real competitive cricket, because the regional 4-day tournament has had some permutations in terms of how the tournament has played. You had a home and away basis before, which was 10 series. Then it went back to only 5 matches against one, everybody playing against each other once. Now this year is 7 series that will be played. Barbados will be hosting 4 of those series. So February and March, Pearson's going to be exciting. We've got some games against the West Indies Academy, which will be a day and night match at Kensington. We then have against our perennial rivals in Jamaica. That's going to be a wonderful game at Kensington. We also have games against the combined campuses and colleges, which is one of the development teams. And then Pearson, Barbados versus Trinidad.
Oh boy.
You know, that has gone for many decades.
Versus Cuckoo.
Oh yeah, that's a wonderful game that's going to be played, and we are hoping that Barbadians can come out to Kensington. The admission will be free, so there'll be a lot of promotion going into those series, and we're looking at other opportunities to bring the cricket to the public, and we hopefully can finalize those arrangements in short order.
You've said it the way I wanted to say, bring the cricket to the community. And that's what, especially with us doing the home of championships at CBC, we've been working alongside you to do so, to bring cricket closer to the community and to encourage and develop the sport that we love and we've lived for so long, because every little boy on this island has played a game of cricket. And so every little boy on this island wants to dream of being a member of a cricket team, and he can be a member of the Barbados Pride team, apart from the club teams, and eventually to the West Indies team. And so that developmental role that the BCA plays is really appreciated.
And I would like to thank you for 2024. That was a fantastic year. We were able to bring on CBC TV all of our finals, whether it was the under 15 boys, whether it was the under 19, the clubs. So in 2025, as you know, we started the conversation again to continue to bring this cricket. And now to be able to see your regional team, that's very important, because this is a group that will be on the cusp of going into international cricket. We expect our West Indies Test captain, Craig Braffett, to return from the second round, and every opportunity once he's back, he will be in the squad, and we're really hopeful that Barbadians will come out, and not just for the boys, because we've got a really important emerging women's cricket program in Barbados. Haley Matthews is our current West Indies captain, and she's been doing wonderfully well along with a lot of the other Caribbean ladies. So we want to encourage everyone to come out and be part of the experience.
It's a really exciting time in cricket right now, because, you know, we've seen the other names gone off the stage, so to speak, but what we're seeing emerging are so exciting and so talented. And I think I really want to encourage as many of you watching and listening as well to be able to support cricket now, because it is a little different, but it's really good. And now we're building new stars and we're building new momentum, and why not be a part of that momentum? So the 4-day series starts next week, the 29th of January, and that first game is in Guyana. And then we have, I know for sure, 3 other games thereafter. Talk to me a little bit about those games and where they're being played.
So we start off in Guyana, January 29th until February 1. Then the team returns to Barbados. We have a day-night fixture against the West Indies Academy. So that will be February 1 to 8. And then we have a situation where we've got from there the Jamaica side. Then we have a short break, and then we go into the games against the combined campuses and colleges in March, and also the Jamaica team. So those are the 4 games in Barbados, and then the team goes away for the last 2 games, which are against the Windward Islands in St. Vincent and the Leeward Islands in St. Kitts.
The appeal really is to all of you everywhere to come out. Fill Kensington Oval or for the games in Barbados for sure. And in coming, bring your support, not just for the Barbados Pride, even though we want it, but also for cricket in general, because you are also going to be engaging with other stars in their own respective territories as well.
Yeah, definitely. And we want to create an atmosphere at Kensington, which is not the drab, same long format type thing that you get from 4-day cricket. Want to have a little bit of music. We want to have a little bit of interaction. There can be some giveaways once everything is finalized in terms of our arrangements, and really bring out the family. Now, the thing about the structure of the tournament, the games are being played from Wednesday to Saturday, which in my view is not ideal, because it would have been better in my estimation from Friday to Monday. So you give the opportunity on the weekend, but that's how the structure is currently, so we have to work with that. So most persons, when they're encouraged to come to Kensington, will be coming maybe a Friday afternoon and then on the Saturday. So we want persons to come out. We want to be able to get individuals into the prospect of understanding that cricket is really just not the game, but it is an opportunity for you to be able to express yourself and be able to get everyone as part of that event. And that's what we want to do come 2025. And we want to, as I said, explore other avenues to be able to bring it to you and bring it to the general audiences. And once that is out there, I'm sure it's going to be some excitement generated in Barbados.
The life in cricket, that's what we're talking about. As Stephen just said, it's much more than the game. There is a life in cricket. You meet, you interact, you strategize, you get to know the cricketers intimately because you see them on the pitch, but you also get to engage in the spirit of the game. So that's what we want to rekindle in a lot of our Barbadians here to support cricket in that kind of meaningful way. Come live the life of the game. And the thing about it is, because you do so well with your Saturday cricket, it's a natural flow into all of that as well. So for all of you who visit the Saturday games, I drive around, I see the crowds at the Saturday games. Come now to Kensington Oval to support the Barbados Pride and all of the other teams of the region in this upcoming CWI 4-day tournament. It is going to be outstanding. Of course, may the best team win, Barbados. But wherever possible, give your fullest support to cricket. And before you go, Stephen, because I know this is just a part of what you're doing for this year. Is there anything else you would want to let out the bag about what BC is doing for cricket for the rest of the year? Well, we, as I said, had a platform in 2024 that allowed us to bring all of the local cricket on television, on radio. What we want to do now is a lot more interactive experiences with the general public, giveaways, bringing people to cricket. Later on this year, there's a possibility of Australia being hosted at Kensington Oval in international cricket. So that's a platform that you can win some tickets and be part of that experience. And then it's normal Caribbean Premier League, and then other opportunities that we want to be able to disclose in the future. All right. Stephen Leslie, the Manager of Marketing and Communications with the Barbados Cricket Association, reminding us of the upcoming CWI 4-day championship. It starts on the 29th. Barbados travels to Guyana, and then they come home to play and beat them bad here at Kensington Oval. We have to be there to be a part of it. We're in discussion to see how we can get that on TV in some way to you, so don't panic, but listen up and keep watching, because there are going to be opportunities for you to win. There are opportunities for you to be in the seat. Let's live the game cricket by being at the Oval and being among the crowd and cheering on every ball that is bowled and hit. And certainly we want you all to be there as well. So Stephen, thank you very much. I'll be continuing to connect with you as we further our discussions. As a little boy growing up, what did you want to be? Well, I played cricket and football. For me, I always wanted to be involved in actual sports, whether it would be administration or actually all your life? All of my life. From the time I was about 7 or 8 years old, cricket and football were my things. And then as you grow older, you recognize that you would have been able to go into a particular area. So I'm in administration, I've been enjoying it. And you didn't want to be anything else? Nothing else. Cricket or football. Just wanted to do my schoolwork. Wow. Cricket or football. Those are my two sports. I commend you. Yes. I had such confusion quite young, but here I am now. Yes. But thank you, Stephen. Well done. Thank you very much. You're welcome. We're taking a break. We're coming back with the news in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. you.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
2 after 7, let's look at the news now. Royal Caribbean's Odyssey of the Sea made its inaugural port of call to Barbados, and local tourism officials toured the ship. They reported that Barbados is thrilled with the visit, which marks a significant milestone for the island's thriving cruise tourism sector. Now, Odyssey of the Sea has a guest capacity of over 5,000 and represents the pinnacle of innovation and luxury in the cruise industry. With a crew of 1,663 international staff, the boat boasts 16 dining experiences, 6 bars and lounges, and over 20 additional world-class amenities, making it one of the most luxurious and cutting-edge vessels on the seas. Chief Product Development Officer at the BTMI, Marcia Aline, says the inaugural visit represents the strong partnership between Barbados and Royal Caribbean. She says it is a testament to Barbados' cruising status as a premier destination for luxury cruising in the Caribbean. Now, Chairman of the Board of the BTMI, Shelley Williams, says the response of Barbadians in the diaspora to the regathering has been very good. Ms. Williams says that the year has just started and people have been coming back for different reasons. She was speaking at the Sailing Week Awards.
People are coming back for different reasons. People are coming back. We are gathering for real estate opportunities. We are gathering today for fintech. So this weekend we have the big fintech conference. We are gathering to see where our ancestors lived. We are gathering for investment. There's so many reasons and so many pillars that people will come home and bring their families. So the response has been extremely positive, and this is something that we can look to do, not only a one-off. This is something that we can encourage the diaspora to come back and do something. We're going to gather for a reason. So there's always going to be, obviously in July, August, we're gathering for crop over.
An application to remove the worry of travel for the disabled was rolled out yesterday. It is an initiative of Pick Up Barbados, Blessed Rentals Incorporated, and the Barbados Council for the Disabled. Trevor Thorpe reports.
It is a move to further enable the disabled. An arrangement now exists between the taxi hailing app Pick Up Barbados and Blessed Rentals Incorporated, making it easier for people using wheelchairs to get around. Regional Manager of Pick Up Barbados, Hannah Gill, explains.
Pickup has recently launched a new ride category on the app, which allows persons to request wheelchair accessible vehicles. And so prior to that, there were other options available on the app. So you would have, a standard car, a minivan, etc. But we've always been looking to be able to expand our service offerings to meet the needs of the differently abled. And so happy to be here today now that we've been able to launch the new ride category in collaboration with Blessed Rentals, using their fleet of wheelchair accessible vans.
Managing Director of Blessed Rentals, Michael Holder, said they are well equipped to play their part.
We have a fleet of vans which are equipped
with the hydraulic lift so that persons can be easily transported to wherever they need to go. So this is something that for the past 13 years we have been doing, and that we believe is tremendously important and adds great value to the community. We are happy to partner with Barbados Council for Disabled once more to provide that service.
The arrangement has the blessing of the Barbados Council for the Disabled. Vice President Carrie Ann Eiffel said it's a great day for members of the disabled community who stand to benefit from the exercise.
Today, we launch a new initiative, as I identified earlier, and we always welcome opportunities for persons with disabilities to be more included in the mainstream of society. Like everybody else, we have business to transact, places to go, leisure activities, and community service to engage in. And none of this can be achieved without reliable transportation access. Today represents a private sector initiative to bring another level of accessible transport to the market for persons with disabilities.
Pick Up Barbados has also provided some initial incentives for people with disabilities to use the service.
In discussing the kind of challenges that are faced among this community, one of the main issues that arose was cost of transportation. And so today we're actually here to make a donation to the council of ride credit vouchers, which will be able to be redeemed for rides on our app.
The new service for the disabled community started today. Trevor Thorpe, CBC News.
Barbados early warning systems for drugs can play a crucial role in informing policy decisions and shaping legislation. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Home Affairs, Yvette Goddard, says this is why Barbados is in the process of strengthening that early warning system, which provides timely data on emerging drug trends, including the prevalence of new substances, patterns of use, and associated health risks. She was addressing a stakeholders meeting on new psychoactive substances and the early warning system.
This real-time information allows policymakers to make informed decisions based on the latest evidence, rather than relying on outdated statistics or anecdotal reports. Secondly, targeted interventions. By identifying specific drugs or substances that are increasing in popularity or causing harm in particular communities, an EWS enables policymakers to design targeted interventions. These interventions can be tailored to address the unique challenges posed by specific substances, leading to more effective legislative responses.
Goddard adds that effective early warning systems foster collaboration among various stakeholders, including law enforcement, public health officials, and community organizations. She says this coordinated approach can enhance the overall response to drug issues and ensure that legislative measures are formed by a broad spectrum of expertise and perspectives.
It is therefore critical that the relevant policy frameworks are established. In this regard, we as policymakers rely heavily on you, the practitioners, in many ways the experts, to inform us of new challenges and developments and point us in the right direction. These meetings represent our ongoing commitment to strengthening and increasing the capacity of each institution represented today.
Well, that's a look at news until now. We'll have more news right here on CBC TV8 at 12 noon. Morning Barbados continues in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
11 after 7. I still have that question. They're waiting on you to answer me. So call me on 228-5562 or 228-5563. Or if you wish to post your comment in our social media platform on Facebook, you can do so as well. The question is, when you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? Now, I shared mine. What about you? 228-5562 or 228-5563. Call me now and let me know what it is. When you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? I wanted to be a teacher. I also wanted to be a policeman. I wanted to be a broadcaster. I wanted to work in the airline industry. I don't care in what capacity. I just wanted to fly. I wanted to be all of those things, but I also wanted to be a broadcaster. So here I am. What about you? Rhonda Hines-Graham says she wanted to be a nurse. In a way, she has some of those qualities of caring for the elderly. Rhonda, well done. But you're not a nurse now. So is that still a part of your passion? Estelita Pyle writes, I always wanted to be a nurse as well. And she also loves to take care of the elderly. So well done, Estelita. Thank you very much for sharing your dream. Are you still living your dream? Are you doing what you wanted to be? 228-5562 or 228-5563. Talk to me because I want to question you. So let's take this call. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Pearson.
Hi,
Good
how
morning.
are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. You know my usual thing. What's your first name and what parish are you watching from?
Debbie from St. Michael.
Hello, Debbie of St. Michael. Debbie, when you were a little girl, what did you want to be?
I wanted to be an air hostess.
You serious? Why?
Because I like their uniforms and I like to fly.
You thought they looked really nice, the uniform looked really nice?
Yep.
And that's the only thing you dreamt that you always wanted to be as a little girl? Debbie? Debbie disappeared. All right. 228-5562 or 228-5563. I still want to tell you a little bit about what to expect this weekend in St. Lucie as Regathering gathers and heads to St. Peter soon. So 228-5562 or 228-5563. Hurry up. Call me, let me know. Tomorrow, there's the Genealogy Marketplace. That's at 10 o'clock at Checker Hall Playing Field. A lot of stuff is happening at Checker Hall Playing Field tomorrow. There's also the Northern Flea Market. They'll have the Food and Rum Regathering Battle of the Bajan Dishes competition. That starts at 1 in the afternoon. There'll also be the Standpipe Stories where you can engage with Dr. Tara Innes on remembering a lot of what it was growing up in St. Lucie and the traditions that were practiced then and are they still practiced now. That's also at Checker Hall Playing Field. And then there's an after party line at Checker Hall Playing Field. That's tomorrow. Anybody's there? All right, so I'll tell you what, you keep thinking and then keep calling. Or do you dare now? Good morning, hello.
Good morning, Pearson.
Hi, how are you doing?
Excuse my morning voice.
That's all right. I don't mind the morning voice. Who's calling and where are you watching from?
This is Billy.
Hey, Billy. How you, girl?
I'm okay.
Good to hear you. The morning voices sound so bad. So talk to me. As a little girl, what was it like for you? And what did you dream of becoming as a little girl?
Well, most of us back then wanted to be an air hostess. That's what you call them back then.
All of y'all, like little dollies. So that's what you wanted to be too, Billy?
Yes.
And nothing else? Nothing else caught your attention? At all?
Else.
You didn't want to be a teacher?
No, but I used to beat the chairs and write out the petitions so everybody thought.
All of you. All of us. All of us. Lashes in the chairs. Did you want to be a preacher?
No, definitely not.
I asked that deliberately because I knew I was going to get that reaction out of you. But Billy, thanks very much. And none of that you have become, I'm sure.
None, no.
All right, Billy. Have a good day, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye indeed. So keep thinking, keep calling. Who's this? Patricia Ben. She said she wanted to be a doctor. That didn't happen, but she switched to dentistry. All right, for about 2 years. Well done. So well done to you, Patricia. You were still in some way a part of the medical fraternity. Now, I can turn my attention to Family Fest 2025, and the man with the magic behind Family Fest is Cornelius Bartlett. He's the founder of Family Fest, period, but now 2025 is upon us, and he's brought along one of the trustees in Wayne Yearwood. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, and I want to say not only Happy New Year, because it's the first time, but I want to also declare blessings over Barbados for 2025.
That is beautiful. Amen. Thank you. Thank you very much. That is received. That is received. This is not our first time meeting, though. You talked to me in the car park in Oysters. I thought, was this madman coming up to me? It was him.
Yeah. This madman.
It was this madman right here to stop me. My daughter just told me it's you. That's all right. But good to see you again. Family Fest. You've been doing this for a little while now.
6 years.
6 years already?
Yeah. It's our 6th year.
How do you feel about its impact?
I am totally overwhelmed at the impact. And in fact, I was just thinking as the year started that when I started this, I had a lot of passion for it. And I thought I was maxed out. I'm even more passionate, Pearson, in 2025.
Well, why?
For whatever reason, and only God knows, right? I have a passion for families. And I heard you asking people what they wanted to be when they grew up. And I'm going to shock you, know what I'm going to tell you. When I was a little boy, I used to dream of having my own family. I saw what my wife looked like, and my children, and my car, and my house.
Whoa.
Yeah, I wanted a family.
So, give me a moment. So you saw that. You wanted to have your family. You saw yourself as a family man,
That's
having
right.
the wife, the children, and the car and the house. Have you realized it?
Everything. I even have grandchildren now.
Congratulations.
I have 2 grandsons.
The young man who we met has a child?
Which young man?
Your son who did the lights and everything
No,
else.
no.
Oh, it's not him?
They're young ones. I have a daughter that is going to be 35 shortly.
Oh.
And she gave me 2 wonderful grandsons.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Yeah, I enjoy them.
life.
I enjoy them thoroughly.
I can imagine. You're going to spoil them silly. No doubt. So here it is. You're living out everything that you wanted to be, but you're also living out in a very practical way by creating a situation where we can now, again, take some time to focus on the family.
Yeah.
What's the theme for this year?
This year, we have a theme and a sub-theme. This year, we're looking at family destroyers under the microscope. That's the general theme. But then the sub-theme is unearthing the family dysfunction.
Family, the first one, family under the microscope.
Family destroyers.
Destroyers under the microscope.
Under the microscope, because you know families are being destroyed.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we don't have to go and ask or research or go and Google it. Families are being destroyed. So we're looking at family destroyers in a general sense, but we're drilling down and looking at the family destroyers, the family dysfunctions, the roots of the family dysfunction.
You're going to make people uncomfortable.
Of course, and it's necessary. People need to become more comfortable because when you think about the family dysfunctions, the roots, because let's face it, and I want those who are listening to really think about this. As a society, we discuss symptoms and we call them problems. The violence that we are seeing, the drug use, the divorce rates, those are all symptoms. Have we really touched the root problems? Because if you're talking root problems, we have to look back at, and I know everybody isn't spiritual or religious, but you have to look at the sin nature that came into man in the Garden of Eden. We have to look at our experience here in the Caribbean as the majority of us are ethnically black people, but we have Indians, we have whites and Chinese and whatever else around here. But when you look at our experience as black people, for example, we have to look at the effects of slavery on the family. I mean, these are things that we can bury our head in the sand all we want, but these are things that we need to discuss. And Family Fest as an organization, our mandate is very clear, education. And we believe that a lot of people aren't doing better because they don't know better.
Yes, yes. And so that's your overarching focus, the how now. How is Family Fest going to be rolled out this year so that you achieve the unearthing of those disruptors and to delve deeply to rebuild the family?
Okay, so let me make it clear. The theme is more going to guide our Family Fest month in July. Every year since we started in 2020,
in July,
the month of July is what we call Family Fest month, right? And that's where we put a lot of effort and energy and drum up a lot of support in July to bring attention or draw attention to the charity. However, as a committee, and you see one of our members here today, he can attest to it, we've been looking constantly at doing things every month during the year leading up. And this year, we really want to kick it off seriously. So every month, we want to be doing things like going to supermarkets, for example, and interacting with the public, sharing out flyers, making people more aware of us. We want to, for example, do at least one panel discussion, because that's what we've been doing so far. Every year, we divide the month of July into 4 quadrants. Yep. First week is Men's Week, second week, Women's Week, third week, Children's Week, and the last week is usually Family Week. We are also looking to have a national, and this is futuristic, so those who are listening, we want your support. We're looking at also having a national family fair. So just picture a national family fair, probably held somewhere big, like maybe the Oval or Gymnasium or wherever. But that is something that we've looked at for years. Having a national family fair where we encourage families to come out and to be together and do family things, where we create an environment where we not only have fun activities, but we have little booths or little areas where we have little small symposiums, short symposiums and stuff like that. But education is it. We can do all the other fun things, but the heart and soul of Family Fest is to educate.
So Wayne, how did you get involved?
I became involved from 2019.
Yes.
And we had discussions and meetings about what the whole agenda would be as it relates to Family Fest. And I became involved because I know Cornelius for many years. And we've had a very competitive relationship.
He's competitive.
Very. Yes. And I can be too as well. And because of our interaction business-wise, we became very good friends. And as he introduced his vision to me, I too have a very strong passion about family and what family life is all about. As I listened to him just now and I reflect on what he said, I too had that same vision. And I too have experienced that life of living and have a family and being able to guide that family in the things of the Lord, and to understand that families go through things in cycles. And it starts with understanding what you need to do to help you to develop the necessary skills and reskill to be able to support your family in a way that shows that you understand what it means to grow and develop as a man in a family. Because a lot of men struggle with that. And that is one of the things that we need to unearth, okay, in Family Destroyers, under the microscope, and replenish, so that men could come to that place where they evolve and get a better understanding of who we are as men and how our role plays out in the family.
You seems as if you were teleporting. You were taking from my mind what I wanted to go to next, because I was going to say, I'm watching two strong men here, and there must be some reason for that. Taking the charge in leading the rebuilding of the family. And I know for you, Cornelius, that is absolutely critical, that men take their role. And I'm not saying in terms of being over women necessarily alone, but take their role to be the leader of your family and let that family follow by example. But it requires you to change your ways.
Yeah, before, I like how you frame that question. You know, I love when you do interviews, because you have a way of unearthing things that needs to be unearthed, right? I would first of all want to make a definition and distinction between role and purpose.
Right.
You see? Too often we have discussions and we don't have enough definition. And what would happen, and I heard us talking about men, or my colleague here talking about men, but I also want to include women. Women need to also understand their role and their purpose. And in making a distinction between role and purpose, role can change. Purpose does not. And one of the reasons why I'm glad that I have taken up faith, a relationship with God, is that I know a lot of people, when they think of faith and they think of God, they think of church, and they have a lot of complaints about this and about that. But I'll tell you this, and for those listening to my voice now and in the future, I only came to understand me when I started to understand God. And my relationship with God started to develop. And then within that, the context of that relationship, I understood the difference between my purpose and my role. And unfortunately, a lot of people are suffering mentally because they don't know that difference, both men and women and children.
That's true.
Because you need strong men and strong women. A strong man is a godly man. A strong woman is a godly woman. And then you raise strong, godly children, which we call seed. Now, when you look at purpose and role, just to give you an example so it doesn't sound too pedantic and too removed. Your role right now might be a provider. Your purpose is to head your home, but your role might be provider. If you get in an accident and you're in a wheelchair, you can't provide that you did before. But your purpose in leading your home still exists. And your purpose should not be just you pushing it, but the woman that is your wife, your helpmeet, your partner. If she understands that, there's no conflict, there's no challenge. But then, her role then becomes the provider. But her purpose as a helpmeet doesn't change. You see, what is happening is that we're living in a society where there is too much competition between the sexes or, you know, the genders or whatever term you might want to use. The truth of the matter is that Family Fest, as an organization, as long as I'm involved with it, I'm going to see what we can do as a team to bring families back together, to bring men to a consciousness, to bring women to a consciousness, to bring children to a consciousness, to bring families to a consciousness of recognizing the suffering and the pain that we have today. It does not have to be that way. There is another way.
I like how relentless you are in this pursuit. Indeed, this is fantastic. And so, Wayne, to do all of this,
yes,
you need support.
Yes, we
so
do.
Talk to me about the level of support that the country can give to Family Fest to help you achieve everything. What would you want us to be able to do?
Well, at this time, we're looking at rebuilding a lot of things that we were not able to sustain before. And one of the things that we want to do is we want to have more affiliation with corporate. We're asking corporate Barbados to get involved and to get on board with what we're doing in Family Fest and to help support what we're doing and what we're looking at doing for families going forward. And we're also looking at asking people in general, we're putting some things in place and we have an account in place. Cornelius will share that information with you. And we want people to invest and partner with us as we look to move forward in 2025 and beyond, because we do need your support, and we do need to have stakeholders and corporate society as well as personal individuals who can afford even $1 to help in deliver the information and educate people about what Family Fest is all about and how to develop their families and grow beyond.
I love what our viewers are doing. If you can see the screen, I know it's peep with your old eyes. Karen Olivier is saying Family Fest Barbados come into the schools. In her opinion, you need to take the program also into the schools.
Yeah.
Is that a part of what your initiative is seeking to do?
Let me put it this way. One of the reasons why we are being limited is just what my colleague here was saying. The funding needed. Right. Because if people are going to have to drive out their gas to go, if we get people to come on board to be helpers, and we're going to send them to school, I certainly would want to give them a stipend, for example. We would want to do that. But personally, and the reason why I'm saying personally is that I've been going into schools for years, personally, not under the banner of Family Fest. Because outside of running a business does not really occupy my main passion. People might think so because I've been building my company for years. But business no longer has that number one interest for me. My number one interest is in this charity work with Family Fest. So as soon as we start seeing the funds being poured in from corporate Barbados and regular citizens, and the money is there that we can start to deploy, we have rich discussions in the Family Fest committee, right? We meet pretty much every month, and coming up to the month of July, we meet like every week, sometimes twice a week. But we have a lot of plans, and those plans cost money. And going into the schools for sure. We want to go into churches. We want to go into community centers. We want to have symposiums and seminars and conferences. And just to just give a little plug here, last year we looked at parental alienation, which is really the dynamic where a man and a woman may have had a loving family relationship with their children. They get divorced, either the man or the woman gets the children, and all of a sudden, that parent that gets the children turn the children or a child against the other parent. And we did that last year. But I came away with this feeling in my mouth like, it really hasn't stuck. And I'm looking to have a seminar, some conferences. I'm going to bring some experts from overseas. And I want judiciary, law enforcement, teachers, priests, guidance counselors,
All
everybody
the players to come in
to come to those conferences, because we have a lot of ignorance in the legal system, for example, and I don't blame them. I mean, a judge and a magistrate is trained in law.
Right. But you know, Cornelius, we could continue this discussion another time.
Of course.
But today, I want to tell everybody how they can help you by donating in what way. The account that Wayne spoke about.
Yes.
Can you give us quickly what that is?
Yes, we have a CIBC account, Broad Street, and the number is 100-123-2676. That's 100-123-2676. Right. And as I said, right now we have our online banking. You can automate $1, $5, $10 if you're corporate Barbados and you want whatever, it will help.
Right.
In our drive.
We've just put all the information on the screen so you can see it for yourselves. Take note of it. The account is with CIBC Broad Street, account number 100-123-2676. That's the account number. So make a donation, pour into Family Fest, because they're making a big difference to the family in Barbados. To be continued. Cornelius Bartlett, the founder of Family Fest, Wayne Yearwood, a trustee and a member of the committee of Family Fest. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank
and
you.
I wish you the very best always.
Thank
Only
you.
the very best.
Thank you
and
much.
I really
Thank
hope
you
that
so
people
much.
pour financially into
you.
your support.
Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much.
So, Morning Barbados continues in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it. Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
We enjoy a game with dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to...
Wanna do is call you for this wine. Make you get that addictive wine. Watch me come here to blow your mind. Why you hook on to me whole time? That addictive wine. Oh, you make my bubble and grind. I done ready to blow your mind. Wanna take you and make your mind so addictive.
That is Judel. That is from Trinidad. That's for Carnival. She joins us now here on Morning Barbados. Good morning, Judel.
Good morning.
How are you?
Hi. It's a pleasure to be here. Good morning, Barbados.
Listen, I was watching you watch you in video just now. Tell me what that meant for you watching yourself.
It's always a pleasure. I mean, an overwhelming, humbling experience because, you know, I was never thought that I would reach where I am today. It was always far-fetched. It was always like, yeah, that in reality, me being a singer, me being able to showcase my talent on a wide, you know, to the world at large. It's like everything is just surreal. So everything that I do right now, yes, it becomes like year after year I'm doing the same thing, but it's still very each time humbling.
You know, we
You know,
see
like
you.
wow, like it was the first time. I can't believe I'm actually doing this.
Yeah, because we see you and we see soca pouring out of your pores, really, because you have immersed yourself so well, but you're still relatively young in the performing arena. How long have you been doing this now?
I have been knocking on the door for a little bit, but I basically breakthrough from 2018. And I had this hit song on the song, but I think to be fair, my biggest song was actually 3 years ago.
Wow, that's a while. So talk to me about, because I've taken note, you performed with some of the biggest stars in Trinidad and Tobago, and you performed with some of the biggest stars in the world as well. What does that mean to you to have had that opportunity to perform with these outstanding performers?
Yeah, I know, right? These are the guys, these are the artists that I've looked up to and used to just watch on TV and dream like, wow, one day, you know, I will meet them. One day I'll get to meet them and get the autograph. And here I am performing alongside, right after, right before them, you know, meeting them, touring the world. And as I say, it's just, I can't believe, words can't describe, you know, that I'm actually being able to be on the same stage with Marshall Montano,
Yeah.
you know, Alison Hines. And it's big up to Alison Hines. She's one of my mentors because in Trinidad, they actually see that I have a similar tones, you know, and they always compare and say, this is like an upcoming Alison Hines. So, sorry, upcoming Alison Hines. So it's a humbling experience.
Wow. So, bless you. So here we are now with Shake Up for 2025. The concept behind this, what can you share that with us?
Shake up your body, yeah. Basically, I'm a very high energetic performer. I like to stay in my lane. Everybody has to run, you know, the sing along type, run on a stage, the jumpers. I am the wine. You know, I am definitely the one to give the wine and the shake up. Sorry, I'm in the flu at the moment. So I'm under the weather, but a lot of people have noticed my body. I'm very quite comfortable in my skin, and I showcase a lot of appeal. You know,
Yes.
sex appeal. Not that I'm doing it deliberately. I'm comfortable doing it, right? So I write songs. I write my own songs, and I write songs that is in accordance with my aura, what I give out, and my personality. So Shake Up Your Body is definitely something I would definitely do in a party, something I would want and wait for Alison Hines to come on stage to do, you know, behind it. So definitely I got an inspiration from her, you know.
What?
So
What's been the response like though when you released Shake Up? I can well imagine in Trinidad it must have been well received on radio and well received in the parties.
yes, it's very, very much one of the front top runner songs. Must say, like a must play in our parties, must play on the radio, must play across the world. I was able to tour to Singapore, Japan, Belgium, just for different countries in the United States, different Caribbean countries. And I must say, the song has been well received.
And so, knowing that, that this little girl from Trinidad wrote this wonderful song, and she's not been around very long, and this song is being received so well all over the globe. How now do you begin to chart your path? Because I know that not just as you're writing for yourself, but you're also promoting yourself. How do you go about doing that to ensure that you stay relevant?
Oh, definitely. So it's very hard.
All right. Judel, we can barely hear you there, so we're going to try to resolve the audio issue there with Judel. Such an interesting young lady, isn't it? She's got a hit song, Shake Up, and it has really been resonating well in the Trinidad market. It's been resonating well, as she just shared with you, around the globe. But she is self-penned, she produces her work, she promotes herself, and she is pleasant on the eyes. But she's, as she says, it's her personality that comes through in all of her performances. And I think that's what makes her very real and very meaningful to a lot of those who receive her music. That song is one that is really climbing the charts in Trinidad and Tobago. And I'm sure that it's also being heard here in Barbados from time to time as well on our radio stations, as we too in Barbados follow what's happening in Trinidad and Tobago for Carnival. But Judel is a young Trinidadian artist. She's performed with outstanding artists like Skinny Fabulous, Machel Montano. She's been on stage with Nadia Batson, who you all know is my girl. So, but Judel has had quite a wonderful journey so far in a relatively short period of time as a soca artist out of Trinidad and Tobago. And it's because of that that we're happy to be able to showcase her here as well on Mornin Barbados, because she represents, we believe, a part of the next generation of soca artists. And in representing it, she recognizes her responsibility as well. And so I believe we can head back over to Judel now. Judel, okay, so while they still resolve a few of those things, she's only been in the field for a very, very short time. And because we're going to try to resolve that, let me just show you a little bit about what Judel can offer.
Oh, that's no way. It's a bad girl. Some girls started now with a bad up body. Put your hand on your knee, look back where we see. Just walk it, go wrong, bend down for we please. Don't care if you're somebody, girl. Shake up your body, girl. Bend back and then work that thing, roll out with that body, girl. Just keep the thing bouncing there real nice. Your body, girl. Bend back and then work that thing, roll out with that body, girl. Just keep the thing bouncing there real nice. And bouncing, hey, we bounce here and pumping. Hey, pull something and jump it. Hey, find somebody, do something now. Boy, don't stop it. Hey, right down there we want it. Hey, roll down and just drop it. Cause girl, I want you. Shake up your body, girl. Bend back and then work that thing, roll out with that body, girl. Just keep the thing bouncing there real nice. Your body, girl. Bend back and then work that thing, roll out with that body, girl. Just keep the thing bouncing there real nice. When up them skills like a ninja, and roll bam bam like a thunder, and ride that thing like a Honda, just like how they like it. So keep on rolling your bumper, and mix it down like a blender, and get them hot like a pepper. Shake up your body, girl. Bend back and then work that thing, roll out with that body, girl.
Ah, sweet for days, Judel there, Judel. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. There you are, and you are shaking up the bumper, gal. You know, who was the gentleman in the gym there with you, the dance studio?
That is Sunny Bling. That's a famous comedian in Trinidad.
I know. I thought it was him, but I wasn't certain. He works with Guardian Media on Slam 105,
Yes, he
1005. And so it was good to see Sunny Bling in his usual self-crazy character.
Yes.
What was it like working with him?
Oh my God! Well, as you can see, I couldn't contain myself because we didn't get all the funny dance moves yet that went into that video. He was hilarious. It was a pleasure. It was
Yes.
fun. That video was fun. We just wanted to add in the comedic elements in it because comedy tells a lot. I am a funny person. I'm very goofy when I'm so I just want to like look myself too, not just about all the sex, you know.
Yes.
I want to show that comedic side of personality as well.
And you do it so well, but you're up against a whole host of strong soca artists who are female in Trinidad and Tobago. There's Destra, there's Nadia, there's Fayan, and I could call a whole long list of them. What do you think it is that you would want to use to position yourself in such a way that when they hear it, they hear you and not hear someone else?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, my voice is very, very, very distinct. So if I go like to the grocery, sometimes they may not make me out by my face, but the moment I open my mouth and say, hi, you know, they say, oh, you're Judel,
Yes.
you know? And after getting this, my voice has been a bit more renowned than even my identity. So the voice is one. Two, as I said earlier, that a lot of these aunties, you know, like let's say, for instance, any of these aunties that you just called, they have their own lane. One is a sing-along time. One will just go to the crowd and the crowd will sing. You know, that's what they get. The next one will be jumping. Next one will be running. Next one will give that aggressive persona. You know, this good gangster kind of, you know, it have those, everybody's in its lane. I am definitely in my own lane, but they just bring it out with the bright hair.
All right.
Or purple blues.
Yeah. So how is it now? What do you have planned? Because you know you have a schedule of performances. Do you have what's your next performance?
Oh yeah, my performance is tomorrow. No, actually, tonight I have a performance called Experience, which is one of the biggest events in Trinidad. That's about 20.
All right, Judel. I am so sorry. We got to work on that connectivity for next time, Judel, because I'm not a very good lip reader. We've been breaking it for a little while, but thank you, Judel. Well, we hopefully we can have you on another time and we can work out those little kinks in connectivity. But thank you for the bits we've been able to get from you. We can tell you are a star in ascendancy, and we wish you the very best with your career.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hope you're hearing this.
Yes, I am. And you're very welcome indeed.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Judel, a brand new artist out of Trinidad and Tobago to share with you here on Mornin Barbados. And the song is called Shake Up. It's a really sweet video. You saw a little bit of it just now, and she would have had the comedy of Sonny Bling. Sonny Bling himself being a personality on one of the stations of the Guardian Media Group in Trinidad and Tobago. And he is just a character. And clearly, Judel had a lot of fun performing with him as well. But she's one to watch. If you don't know her, go on social media right now. Search for her by name, Jadel. She is the one for you. We're taking a break and we're coming back in just a moment.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right, we are 8 minutes now to go to 8 o'clock, and I'm still waiting on those responses from you as to when you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? When you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? Call me on 228-5562 or 228-5563. As a matter of fact, we had a respondent on social media who said, and you wouldn't believe it, Dr. Adrian Lord said, I wanted to be a fireman. Really, doctor? To be a fireman? He liked the fire engines, like most little boys would, I suppose, passing by the house, but mommy discouraged it. It's always the mothers who do that to you, you know. So Dr. Adrian Lord wanted to be a fireman. What did you want to be? 228-5562 or 228-5563. We want to thank our good former colleague in Trinidad and Tobago, John Anderson Birch, who hooked us up with Judel. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for watching as well. Good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. Yourself?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. What's your first name and what parish are you watching from?
I am Derek and I'm watching from St. George.
Derek of St. George, what did you want to be as a little boy?
Pearson, I always wanted to be a pilot.
You've always wanted to be a pilot?
Yes.
And are you now a pilot?
No, I'm not a pilot, no.
So why did you want to be a pilot?
I was just fascinated about airplanes, and when I was growing up as a little boy, I had lots of airplanes.
And who discouraged you from becoming a pilot?
No one discouraged me, but I couldn't reach that height.
He's a little shorty. Thank you, Derek. Here.
No, I meant in terms of, the flying fees.
Just kidding you?
Yes.
Thank you, Derek.
Okay, have a good day.
Likewise to you, Derek. Thank you for calling from St. George. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Eudine messaged me. She said she wanted to be a teacher. So, Eudine, thank you for your comment. I too. For just a little while, because I had teachers in my family. I still have teachers in my family. So I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be working in the airline industry. I actually wanted to be a priest. Would you believe it? I'm so serious. I saw myself at some point being in the pulpit and doing what priests do. Reverend Richards, do not call me. As Selena said, Pearson, you had many hats. I probably did because I liked them all. I truly liked them all. So what about you? Did you have a dream of becoming someone? What would that dream profession have been as a little child, be it a boy or a girl? What did you want to be? Give me a call quickly on 228-5562 or 228-5563. And while I wait on your call, let me remind, there you are. Good morning. Hello.
Morning, Pearson.
Hi, how are you?
I am great.
Wonderful to hear you.
Give me a sec. Right.
Okay, you asked the question of the day. I wanted to be an air hostess. I was an air hostess with Pan American, one of the first Barbadian girls.
Oh, congratulations that you lived out your little dream.
Experience out of this world.
Well, you went into the sky, so you're out of this world. But that was great. That's fantastic. So that dream was your first job?
Yes. No, that was my second job. My first job was being the block working at the travel agency.
So anything travel was it for you?
Oh, yes, and I met the most wonderful people.
You didn't meet me, so I don't understand what you're talking
Of course,
about.
I met you I met you recently, and I told you about your little nephews.
Okay, but I'm talking while you were in the industry.
No.
So you did not meet the most
But I shouldn't say old. I am I'm a senior.
Me too. Thank you very much, okay? Have a good today.
Have a beautiful day. God bless.
Likewise to you. Quickly, let me remind you of what's happening this weekend in St. Lucie for the gathering. Remember, we're going to Checker Hall playing field for the genealogy marketplace. It's going to be a wonderful opportunity for you to trace your roots. So head down to the genealogy marketplace at Checker Hall. That's running from 10 in the morning till 5. Northern Flea Market is on from 10 till 6. The food and rum, we're cooking the Bajan Battle. The dish competition is going to be on as well. That's down there from 1 until 4 in the afternoon. Go out and support those contestants from St. Lucie. You can tell your standpipe stories to Dr. Tara Ennis. She'll engage with you as well as you share in what's happening there among yourselves. Neil Graves Memorial Road Tennis Competition is on as well from 6 to 9, also at Checker Hall Hard Courts, and there's an after party lime. So a call is on there, I'm told. Good morning. Hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine. Where did you go? Did you go or are you with me still? Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. First name and where are you calling from?
St. Andrew.
St. Andrew. What's your first name?
Andrew.
Andrew of St. Andrew. Oh, boy. So, Andrew of St. Andrew, what did you want to be as a little boy?
A welder.
A welder?
That's right.
How come?
I'm about 5 or 6 years old. Very used to have to walk the Spice Town like we go to the dentist and so on. So my mother or sister would take us, and we would walk down Hammond's Road and pass through Hammond's yard and saw the guys welding in the yard, and I like the bright fire, so I like that.
So what did you become, a fireman?
A welder.
You did?
Oh, my own business and everything.
Andrew, well done. Well done indeed. And you have no regrets?
No regrets. That's right.
Because you still like the way the flames flicker?
That's right.
Even at this stage? Even at this stage, Andrew?
Pardon me?
Even at this stage, you still have that fascination with being a welder?
Sure. Well, I'm kind of semi-retired now, but I still have the business.
Wow, I commend you, man. I really commend you for living the life of your purpose.
That's right.
Well done, Andrew. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Take care. Andrew of St. Andrew. I'll be confused for a minute. Andrew from St. Andrew. All right, folks. That is going to be it for today. I just want to remind you to come back and join us on Monday. But most of all, for me, I'd love for you to tell someone about this. Share the news of Morning Barbados. Tell others to come join us on a morning right here on CBC TV8 live at 6 o'clock. If you're somewhere in the world, follow us on our social media platforms. You will be informed of everything going on. You can watch us on YouTube. You can watch us on Facebook. You can watch us on our website, cbc.bb. If you know anything that you think we need to be able to talk about on Morning Barbados and you'd love to tell us about it, then write to us by email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Drop that email. Tell us about what's going on so we can tell everybody else about what's going on as well. And don't be afraid to feature yourself. We'd love to see you too. That's it for today. I wish you a fantastic Friday. It's the best sleep on the week. Our little crew says thanks to all of you. We look forward to seeing you again on Monday if it be God's will. Take care and good morning.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning.